My best friend used my trauma to make herself look good. I've always been a private person, not secretive, just someone who doesn't like broadcasting every detail of my life. So when something difficult happens, I usually keep it to myself or share it only with the closest people in my circle. One of those people used to be my best friend, Jenna. We've been friends since college. She was bold, outspoken, social, and always the center of attention. I was a quieter one. We balanced each other out, or at least I thought we did. But sometimes being the quiet one makes people assume you're a supporting character in their life, someone whose experiences exist to make them look more interesting, more compassionate, more heroic. I didn't understand that until recently. A few months ago, I went through something emotionally heavy. Nothing I want to get into deep detail about, but it was a personal situation that shook me. I only told two people, a sibling and Jenna. That's it. I was clear when I told her, this is between us. Please don't repeat it. She hugged me, looked serious, and said all the right things. Of course, I'd never. And for a while, she didn't. She checked in on me, encouraged me, and helped distract me. I genuinely thought she was being a good friend. Then one weekend, she invited me to a small get together at her place. Just 8 or 9 people, mostly mutual friends and coworkers of hers. I almost said no, but because I wasn't totally back to normal emotionally, but she insisted. Come, you need to get out. It'll be good for you. I went, and I regretted it within the first hour. I was grabbing a drink from her kitchen when I overheard her in the living room telling a group of people a story. She had this dramatic, sympathetic voice on, the same one she uses when she wants to sound deep. I wasn't paying attention at first until I heard my situation, word for word. The same thing I told her in confidence. The same story I asked her not to repeat. Only she wasn't just retelling it. She was adding details, smoothing the rough edges, shaping it into a narrative where she was the hero. And when they told me, she said dramatically, I just held them for like 10 minutes while they cried. I had to be the strong one, you know? I didn't cry. I didn't collapse in her arms. None of that happened. But her audience was hooked, nodding, sympathetic, impressed. Someone even told her, Wow, you're such a good friend. I hope I have someone like you in my life. Jenna smiled like a proud parent. She was using my pain as a prop. I stood there frozen, holding a cup I suddenly didn't want anymore. My face felt hot, my stomach twisted. I didn't know whether to confront her or to leave or burst out laughing from the absurdity. I decided to wait a minute to see if maybe I misunderstood. But no, she kept going. And honestly, it made me realize how important it is to be there for people. Their situation broke my heart. Her heart? Her emotional moment? My personal struggle had somehow become her TED Talk. I quietly left the kitchen and positioned myself where she couldn't see me, but I could hear everything. She wasn't even talking about me anymore. She was talking about herself, using my situation as a setup. Later, she spotted me and rushed over, acting normal, pretending she didn't just turn my life into a monologue. But her friends kept giving her these admiring looks, and me, these weird, oh, you're the one from the story looks. I felt stripped, exposed, small. I left early, claiming I had to work in the morning. The second I got home, I texted her. Why did you tell people about what I shared with you? I asked you not to. She read it instantly but didn't reply for 10 minutes. When she did, she sent the most dismissive message I could imagine. It's not that deep. I didn't use your name. Not that deep? She didn't use my name? Those people literally recognized the situation. They knew it was me. I typed back, It is that deep. It was private. She replied, You're being sensitive. I was just trying to show you that I care about you. That I did it. That did it. I called her. She answered with a sigh, like I was inconveniencing her. What? She said, annoyed. I told you something personal, I said calmly. You shared it to get sympathy. She scoffed. Oh my God, not everything's about you. I was making a point about support. No, I said quietly. You're making yourself look good. She didn't like that. Her voice sharpened. You know what? If you didn't want anyone to know, maybe don't share such a dramatic story in the first place. I was stunned silent for a moment. She continued, I'm always the one helping you. I never get credit for it. So excuse me for talking about my own experience supporting my friend. That's when it hit me. She wasn't sorry. She didn't see the problem. She believed my life was a storytelling asset she could pull from whenever she wanted attention. So I responded with the most direct sentence I've ever said to her. You're not my therapist, you're not my PR spokesperson, and you don't get to broadcast my life. She hung up. I sat in the quiet for a minute, feeling the kind of clarity that comes when something snaps into place. The friendship had been unbalanced for a long time. I just hadn't seen it clearly. For years, I let her be the star of every room. For years, I let her speak over me. For years, I let her believe she was the strong one and I was the delicate one. But this time, she crossed a line I can't uncross. The next day, she tried sending a half hearted voice note about miscommunication, but I didn't respond. Then she tried guilt. Then she tried acting offended. Then she tried pretending nothing happened. I stayed silent. After a week, she sent one last message. If you're going to throw away our friendship over one conversation, that's on you. I didn't reply because the truth is simple. A friend who uses your pain as a spotlight isn't a friend. They're an audience member clapping for themselves. And honestly, losing something like that isn't a loss, it's a release.